guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an eyeshadow palette collection video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the eyeshadow palettes that I have. And this is just everything in this drawer. I do have all my other drawers of makeup and then all my other drawers on the other side. If you guys want a full makeup collection slash vanity tour, I will be doing that in another video. I just wanted to do a video of all of my eyeshadow palettes because I thought that would be a long video in itself. I don't want to make the intro super long. It's also, I think it's so funny how I'm like sitting on the floor. It's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is how I have it organized. I kind of just have this organizer that I got from Amazon and I will link it down below. I got it a while ago, so I don't exactly remember what it is, but I will try to find it and link it down below for you guys. The Alex drawers, in case you're wondering, the Alex 5 drawers from IKEA. I pretty much just have this little thing from Amazon. I have some bigger palettes back here that do not fit, and then these little ones that are in here. So I'll start with these littler ones, Tarte and Bloom. This is the only Tarte palette that I have, but was really impressed with it, and I really like it. I love the pinks and the purples in the front. I think it's so pretty. Gold on the sides and the gold on the palette itself. I think it's so pretty. It's such a pretty, like, neutral palette. I feel like you can't go wrong with, like, palettes like this. I think it's so gorgeous. I love like the matte shades. It has like a matte black, a matte white. I actually find myself reaching for this palette a lot just for like neutral basic shades. I would recommend this palette if you're looking for something that just has kind of the basic shades you're going to need when doing makeup. I feel like this is perfect. It has some pretty shimmers in here, like a gold shimmer, a more like white neutral shimmer. I love all of the matte shades in here, so I think this palette is beautiful. You can't go wrong with like a neutral palette like this. I have my Morphe 9C Jewel Crew palettes. This one I really love as well. I love the big mirror on this, and I love the shade range in here. I'm a big warm tones person, so I love the oranges. The Purple Rain, the shimmery purple color right here is gorgeous. I love it on the eye. I love purples in general, so I think this palette's really pretty, and I just love like the range, like the purples and the oranges and the browns together. I think it's just so cool. So I love this palette. Soph X Revolution palette. This is the Extra Spice palette. I like the like reflective front that it has, and I picked this one up at TJ Maxx. Actually, it has a giant mirror on it. I love when palettes have mirrors, so I love that. I really like this palette. This shade Infinity right here is gorgeous. It's literally so creamy, so pigmented. I would literally buy it just for that shade. Like, it is beautiful. It is like so pretty. I use this in a butterfly look that I did. I use this green color, so I feel like I've gotten my use out of this palette, and I really like this palette. So if you're at TJ Maxx and you happen to see it, I would recommend picking it up. Literally, I would pick it up just for the shimmer right here, honestly. I think it's so gorgeous. This Magnifique Eye palette by Rimmel London. And this I have from like so long ago, so I really don't use it. I honestly should just throw it away, but I just have it in here because I hate throwing away makeup. I will show you guys all the palettes that are in here. This is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I just got this for Christmas, but I've used it a few times and I really like it. And this is so pretty. I am in love with the packaging. I think it is beautiful. Shades in here are gorgeous. Literally so pretty. I love the range in here. This is like perfect for me. I love the purples and the warmer tones and everything, and the pinks and stuff. I think it is such a pretty palette. It blends like a dream. I'm just in love with it. Look at the colors in here. It is so pretty. So I'm so excited to use this more, and I want to pick up like the rose gold palette and the other palettes because I'm obsessed with this, and I think it's just beautiful. Next, I have this Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I was really late to the glow kit trends, actually. Recently got this. It was like $12 at TJ Maxx, but glow kits are literally so pretty. They're so shimmery, and I just think they're gorgeous. Beautiful highlights, so yeah. And I think the color shades in here are so unique. It's not like any other highlights that I have seen. I have my 3 Urban Decay palettes in here. This is the Naked Smoky palette, And I love the packaging on this. I love like the marbly gray front and just like the way it opens, like the magnetic opening. I love it. Love the matte shades in here. I feel like you cannot go wrong with that. I love the matte black, the matte white, matte brown in here. I feel like there's just so much in here. I always use this for my dance makeup, so if you're a competition dancer, you know what I'm saying. But super pretty, neutral, smoky shadows in here. Naked 2. This is probably my least favorite out of the Nakeds that I have, just because again, I'm not a big cool tone person, but if you're into cool tones, this is a great palette. I love Urban Decay, and the Naked palette line I think is just amazing. The Naked 3, super rose gold. I love this palette. So many pretty like neutral pinks and like the gold. This palette, super pinky, super girly. I get my use out of it, so I love this palette. Anastasia Rivera palette. I've done a few looks with this palette. I am so impressed with it. I picked it up from TJ Maxx. Pretty sure it's discontinued, but I'm not 100% sure. But shimmer shades in here are to die for. They are absolutely beautiful. This blue right here is amazing. This blue I love. All of them, literally all of them, are so beautiful. Hama's right here literally looks like that on the eye. Like, it's so blendable, so bright and pigmented. I always find myself going for this. Whenever I do like a pinky look, I always need to use this pink right here because it's beautiful. Like, there's so much to like build shadows up, and then this white right here is perfect. Can't go wrong with a matte white. There's so much in here. It's so different. I love the like scheme of colors. This is an amazing palette. My holy grail ride or die palette. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. As you can see, she is very beaten up. I've used her so much. I love this palette. It's so warm toned, so beautiful. I love the reds in here. I will forever use this palette all the time. I think it is beautiful. It's so creamy. Love the shades in here. The glitters are beautiful. I'm in love with it. It's an amazing palette. If you do not have this palette, I would highly recommend it. Actually, I've had this palette for like 4 years, I think. I just saw it on my memories. I'd gotten it like 4 years ago today, the other day. So I love it. Had it since middle school. It's my holy grail. Last in this little organizer is this Kylie Burgundy palette. I'm obsessed with her packaging. I feel like this is like a perfect travel palette. It's little, has a big mirror on it. This red shade is gorgeous. I used this the other day for the first time, and I was very, very impressed with it. The shadows are beautiful in here, and I love this palette in general. Like, I love the shade range in this one. And I want to try more of her stuff since I was very impressed with this. And here I have the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit. And again, I was late to the trend on the glow kits, but this is absolutely beautiful. It's so shimmering. I used it for the first time the other day. I think it's so shimmery, so glowy, so I'm so excited. Hands are so big in this palette, like, it's insane. Nikita x Morphe palette, and I'm not like a follower of Nikita, but the packaging is beautiful, and I was just so intrigued by the color scheme in here. Like, I just feel like it's perfect. It was just really something that caught my eye. I love like the row of pinks and purples in here, this green shadow, this blue, the shimmers in here. I just like was so intrigued by this palette, so I had to get it. Used it the other day. I used this green. It was beautiful. I used some of the pinks up here. Absolutely beautiful. This glittery one right here. It literally looks like pure glitter on the eye. Like, it looks exactly like it does in the package. It did have a lot of fallout, but really in the end, I think it's a great palette. I just love the color scheme here. I think it's beautiful. The packaging is gorgeous. Hot Spot. This is the 35H palette. Again, love the color scheme in here. I love the blues on this side, and then like the reds and the warm tones, like the warm tone, cool tone thing. I do not have that many blue shadows, so for me personally, I feel like this is a great palette. Beautiful palette. I have not used it yet, but I need to. 25B Bronzed Mocha palette. I love this palette. Row of shimmers here. I think they're so pretty. The neutrals in here, and I just find myself reaching for it so much just because of like the neutrals and the browns, and I feel like there's just everything to like build a perfect neutral look in here. Always find myself reaching for it just for like these matte shades, and I just think it's beautiful. I think it has a variety and just has everything you need. Is the 35F palette. All into Frost is what it is called. This is a huge palette full of shimmers, which I love. I love shimmers. I literally add a shimmer to every look. This top row is amazing. I'll use them as highlighters sometimes, and like for my inner corner, this one I always use for my inner corner. I would literally buy it just for the sole purpose of these like white shimmer shades up here because they're beautiful. Love these matte shades on the bottom. I will also find myself reaching for those. Really pretty palette. And that is my eyeshadow palette collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe because I'm going to be filming a full vanity tour and full rest of my makeup collection. So I'm super duper excited for that. I just got this whole new vanity and I'm decorating everything, got my new mirror and everything, so I'm really excited to make a full video on the rest of my makeup collection and the whole vanity tour. Please subscribe because that will be coming very soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my eyeshadow palettes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!